Okay folks, this should be our last demo for the day, and hopefully, yeah, we'll get this one done. It'll be done even though we're low on yellow toner. If it goes toner out, I can just open and close the front door, and that should do it for till I get some more of that yellow toner. So let's see how we go with this piece. We've done these before, but I haven't done one of these for a while. I've just lost a piece of paper on the floor. I don't think it's a work of art. No, it's just a piece of blank. I'll just throw that in the rubbish now, in the recycle. Sorry about the distraction, folks. This one's going to be a challenging one. I might enlarge this one. This, I think, was given to me. Yeah. Let's see how we go with this one. Anyway, this one it's called Scene Star. And it's just an entertainment magazine. I don't do entertainment much. I'm not really interested in movies. I like music, a little bit of music, but even then I'm not big on it at this stage. I'm trying to get in touch with a lost partner. I'm trying to get myself and my creative photocopier use onto the 6 o'clock primetime news. So very busy with this. I'm going to work to work at a disability, an ADE, Australian Disability Enterprise, because I am disabled, unfortunately. And I'm trying to get recognised for my talent rather than having to focus too much on the disability side of things, which unfortunately I do, because I don't feel happy being disabled, folks. I do find it very frustrating. Even though I'm a talented artist, I still don't feel like I'm getting recognised. I had opportunities when I was young, but I squandered them accidentally. And now I have to pay the price, and it costs me a lot of money, and I have to work and get a little bit of extra money on top of my disability support pension. So yeah, I don't like focusing on my disability. It just pisses me off. And that's coming out looking shithouse. I like these rhythmic lines there and there, but I don't like the rest of it. I do think that could be something to work on as a mirror image, I guess. I might wonder if I should maybe do a negative positive reversal to make it look more interesting than this. It looks boring. Right. But I really miss my partner Luigi, and I'm trying to get in touch with him through the 6 o'clock news, which has proven to be more difficult than I anticipated. It was really, I thought I could do it easily. I thought it wouldn't take too much, that my talent would shine through. But basically it's hard work. It really is, and it's expensive, time consuming. It's really heartrending or heartbreaking when you don't see your stuff going to the 6 o'clock news when, hey, you need it. You need to do that. It really hurts to be having to deal with a disability and not being able to focus too much on my talent when I'm at work, because I'm just trying to scratch together some money to keep this TV campaign alive. Let's see how we go. Looks shit house. That looks even worse. There's just too much black, and there's only just a little bit of face. I do wonder, what can I do with this one? This one's a pain in the ass piece. I'm going to just reverse these back to normal. But yeah, it really is discouraging to see that my art is not making it on the 6 o'clock news. I have to still work in a disabled environment with disabled people. I really wish I could talk to people who was highly intelligent, like, all due respect, it's really difficult being disabled, and you working in a world where people who are rich are typically, they might be able-bodied, but they themselves are not terribly smart, and they get all the fucking glory. And I have to suck it up, so to speak. I don't know how that went. Yeah, that looks really quite interesting. I like some of that detail we have here. That could be something we can emphasise as a work on its own. We can get rid of the face, or most of the face, or maybe even here. I don't know, that one looks really quite interesting. I think we've done a good one. Perhaps. But yeah, this is just an entertainment magazine. I'm not really, as I say, I'm not big on much on entertainment these days. I don't watch movies, I don't stream anything. I don't watch any streaming services like Netflix or Stan or any of those commonly used standards that they have creating streamed materials. I'm just not interested in streaming. Yeah, that looks really quite interesting. It looks very abstract-y. I don't know if I like it, if I want to get more of this area there. It looks like I've lost, it's neither here nor there really, this piece. I don't know what to do about it, folks. I think I lost most of this off the edge. Yeah, I did. That's gone off the edge and it's gone to there, so I'm going to have to make it less. So I'm going to have to put it back on the glass. I'm going to try and just crease it a bit, just so I know roughly where it goes. So just try and push that up there. So, but yeah, I don't watch all this streaming and movies and fictions and all this sort of shit. I don't have any. I've lost my settings, sorry folks. But I just don't have any major interest in streaming services and watching Netflix. I don't really like, it's just boring. To me it's just fucktardery. It doesn't get my work done. It's really kind of boring. I'm just not interested in all this fiction, save the world and this, that, the other, and the Avengers and this and that. The world is falling apart anyway, in reality, and it's going to take some people out there to save the world for real. The world is in deep shit, like with the environment, with climate change and all the bizarre weather patterns we're encountering and all the disasters and shit going down. There's conflict, there's unrest going on around the world, and we've got problems with potentially with famine. There's just a never-ending barrage of things that are threatening our fucking survival, and yet people just so fucking want to sit down and watch movies about saving the planet, when, hey, fucktards, this planet really does need saving. Where are the heroes? Are the heroes just deciding to sit down and watch fucking Netflix and just zone out and not worry too much? Try not to worry, don't panic, just watch a bit of Netflix. It'll be fine. The world's okay, you'll be alright. Fuck me dead, the world is falling apart. And how all people can do now is fucking watch movies about the world being saved when it's all just fucking fiction, and they should be thinking about the world that really needs saving and what things can be done, especially if you're a rich person or a famous person or like a movie star. Put money towards life-saving events. You know, put money towards saving this planet. You know, like for real. It's no longer a fucking game anymore or fucking fiction. It's no longer a fucking Xbox game. This is fucking real, folks. You know, get out of your fucking Netflix and your Xbox world and fucking see the reality of this shit and make something. But people are not fucking able to do that. People are fucking too fucking comfortable and they're fucking. It's really dumb. But what can you do? People are just have lost hope and they'd rather fantasize about the world being saved, and then the world gets destroyed and they're just sitting there in the last moments. Fuck me, Dad. We don't need that shit, folks. We need action, climate action especially. We've got to stop buying too many things that are environmentally unfriendly. We've got to try our best to make a difference for real, not just fucking watching a movie about it. It's not good enough. You're not going to fucking get any assistance through watching movies. So yeah, I'm really so over this entertainment shit. I'm going to do something with this. We're going to make it into a movement piece. Fuck it. I'm going to make it within a movement. But yeah, we just can't just simply sit down and watch our comfy little armchair save the world streaming service crap. I don't know. I don't believe in people power, folks, because as you can see, people are just so caught up in their own little world and their own little things. That looks interesting, but it's not quite what I'm after. So people are just so caught up in their shit, and they don't seem to have any care anymore. They just would rather zone out and just let the world collapse in front of them, and while they're watching their fucking save the world movies. It's just a movie to them. That's all they've lost hope and they've lost the ability to fight it. You know, they've lost the ability to fight. The world stopped fighting except for the fighting that goes on in countries that are warring with each other, you know, all over the place. You know, fuck me dead. And we need to save the world, and no one's there to fucking save it. No one with power or prestige or anything, or even these famous people that, like what I'm working with here. There's no way. There doesn't seem to be any way out of this problem. In the short term, definitely not. It just seems fucking too difficult. And these people are just want to watch their fucking streaming services and their movies and fuck it. You know, they don't care because they can't care. They're so scared, and then yet they don't want to fight for a brighter future. Yeah, let's see, that looks really quite interesting. Yeah, I do wonder if we're going to utilise that one again. But yeah, we just need some people to stand up and fight the status quo of things, you know, to sort of try to make the world a better place, you know, a place where people can be happy and safe and can dream and make things happen, really nice things happen, you know, happiness and peace and tranquility and calm. Just something that people can enjoy their lives instead of fucking worrying and trying to dig the worry deep by trying to avoid the issues, even though it is on the news, and you see it on the news and you think you can perhaps make a difference if you can. Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't see anyone out there who's really up to the moment of trying to save this world. You know, I'd like to see some people stand up and be counted, but we don't seem to have enough people that are qualified to do it, and those who are qualified to do it probably think they're not qualified to do it, or they don't know, and the world is just shutting down in so many ways. The weather patterns are gone bonkers, as I said. There's lots of conflict, and now we've got this piece of shit, all this waste of yellow toner, folks. But this is the last demo, and all we have to do in this case for now is to open and close the front door. So, yeah, so that's it. We're just going to limp ourselves over the finish line. So this will keep us going for quite a bit, but we won't need it. We haven't lost our settings, so we're going to just use that as a cue to just tidy up and finish our demo. But basically, I do get pretty over what's happening in this world. I'm really over it. I'm really over the people in this world who control it, people who fucking don't care about anything but themselves and their fucking money, and they just don't care about anything more than to profiteer off our environment. And yeah, so we don't really seem to have much of a chance of rescuing our planet and the people that we need to rescue. Just seems almost like it's never going to happen, that we're never going to see a brighter future, and that these people who are nuts enough to just watch Netflix and shit like that, with the sense that they're not going to, that they have no hope and they have no other way to deal with the amount of stress they're under but to watch Netflix. You know, it's a real shame that it's like that, you know, folks. It really is upsetting to see people just giving into the fucking consumerism, giving into watching Netflix, as I've repeatedly reiterated. And basically, yeah, the world is looking pretty shit. Looks pretty suckamonious, like sucks. Like the world really starting to suck. This is a really prolongated demo, folks. Just over 17 minutes. Now that looks really shit. That colour looks shit house, folks. That looks shit. I just can't say anything more but to say that looks shit. I do wonder if maybe I should just come back to this one and use this one as a master copy, and we stretch it and then we just make it into a mirror. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. I did, but I was thinking I could do something better. So fuck it, we're going to take this off. You know, going to get out of our fucking, for a moment, we're going to get out of our Netflix mentality here for the fucking purpose of this. So on the horizontal, we're going to make it 180, and on the vertical, it's only going to be 104. And we're going to remove the negative positive, I do think. Or maybe we can add a, I don't know, going to kill it off. But basically, yeah, we have to somehow stand up for our future, because it's not just us, it's the future of your children, your grandchildren. You've heard this speech before, folks, you know, your children, your grandchildren, your grandchildren's children, if they can survive. Fuck. You got to think of other people. You can't think of your fucking stupid sitting around yourselves, just sitting around in front of Netflix. I'm so over this shit, folks. You know, we've got to stand up for our planet. We've got to stand up for mankind, you know. Trying to get this shit to go to air on the 6 o'clock news is hard enough, to say the least. Let's see how we go with this. If our toner will hold out until the very end. And I think we've stretched him way too far. Looks shit house. This one's going to be a shit demo. I got a feeling, folks. I think we made it too elongated. 20 minutes, 20 and counting, or just over that. Yeah, that's a better result. We got him in the frame now. I don't know if this is really going to be a demo worthy of this much time I put into it, if it's going to be worth it, or if it's going to be just a bum note or a semi bum note. It looks a bit dry, so I'm thinking I'm going to maybe darken it a little bit. Yeah, the colour in that looks a lot nicer in that picture. So I'm just wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. I'm going to start putting it there, and we're going to do what's known as a switcheroo. So let's see how we go finishing this prolongated demo off. This is my last, hopefully this is my last demo, because we have used up a lot of yellow toner, and I'll have to order some yellow toner this Friday, I think. Friday coming up this week. So hopefully I can get some of that toner, and hopefully my magenta toner won't be gone. So it's a little bit tricky, all this juggling with things like toners and shit. Tricky one, this one. I chose a real shit original, but I'm sure I've chosen shittier ones than this, put it this way. It's going to be a nuisance uploading this one to YouTube. I'm going to have to stay awake and do that, because it's a very difficult process, because with YouTube on the phone, when you upload something, you've got to keep the phone open, otherwise it clicks out and you lose your upload and you have to start again, and it's a real pain in the ass. So that's the kind of shit that you have to deal with in this world. Things that don't work, things that are not fit for purpose, monkeys running industry. It's the love of money that drives all this negativity, folks. It's the love of money. That's just the pure and simple answer. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I do wonder if we're going to just leave it like that. I think we're going to leave it like that. This demo is way too long. Gotta go.